Now that is the way to start a day. Don't know how I've done this, but my radio is set to every morning at a certain time. It'll just start playing classical music to wake up to. I don't know how to turn it off, and I ain't gonna, because it is the best way to start a morning. I look like a pickled onion monster munch. Oh, good morning, my darling.
Oh, good morning. Didn't know you were talking to me.
Do you like my shirt?
Yeah, I noticed that when I got home last night. I was like,
I was doing the laundry last night because I like to do like a nice little like wind down tuck before bed.
Yeah.
So I was like, we had all this like laundry piled up on the end of our bed. I was like, well, I'm going to go through and organise it all and stuff.
Yeah.
First t-shirt I picked out was this. Where's this come from?
I got that meet and greet.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's mine now. Always repping. My new merch. Me and Diana are actually both going into work today. I'm not doing Strictly stuff. That time's been and gone.
Can you imagine if you came back?
Hang on.
Just imagine it.
I'm trying to imagine it. Oh. I need to go to the toilet.
Oh.
Diane's going to do Strictly bits, Strictly rehearsals. I am going in for a meeting and to go and catch up with everybody at my business, MVE. Looking at me now, you would never think that I'm a co-founder of a worldwide business, but joke's on.
I guess if all goes to shit with me,
Yeah.
You could always give me a job, couldn't you?
Doing what?
Managing someone.
Do you reckon you could manage somebody?
No.
Well, I'm not going to give you a job.
I can't even manage myself.
Always make the best breakfast, like smoothies.
Well, you can too.
Look at that, wow. The thing is, they were very cold.
Yeah.
Too cold for me, make my teeth hurt. You may have made your own
Whoa,
smoothie, but
you went to town at the shop.
look what I've got. This.
Raw greens.
Raw greens virgin smoothie. For virgins only. I have tried the orange one of this, like the immune one, and it was lovely. It's too much to drink in one go, it's bloody massive, but I actually really like these. Virgin smoothie crafted with kiwi, pear, kale, spinach, broccoli, apple, and vitamin C. Bit of broccoli first thing in the morning.
Ooh, I'm not sure if I like that one.
Darling.
That's what you're having?
No, this is my starter. We always sit here in the morning. This is definitely our little morning congregation place. I think it's because we can look out across the garden and stuff. We also need to start looking for something to go here, like an outdoor seating area. I mean, there's probably no point now as we're coming to the end of summer, but next spring.
But even in winter, it's nice.
All right, you're saying this now. How many days in winter do you reckon you'll sit out there?
Probably never.
Let's get this over and done with. For the greater good. I can really taste the broccoli.
Ew.
It's a broccoli drink.
Is it rank?
No, you can't taste. It's like say, with any green juice, all you can taste is apple and a little bit of celery.
It's because that's what they mainly put.
Mm.
Do you know they were saying that in some shops, the apples that go on the shelf have been waiting in a room
And farted on.
For 12 months.
Really?
Because they put a wax on them, and this wax, number one, keeps the chemicals in that they've been sprayed with. So the wax that goes on top of it basically seals the chemical to the apple, and then that wax makes them be able to last for like 12 months in storage.
Really?
So apples
They're not as good for you as you think.
not as good for you if you just buy them from the shop. They've got to be, you've got to know where they come from, know how long they've been out.
Know where they go, know where they come from. Cotton Eye Joe. Keep up a day, an apple or two.
Shit,
An apple a day fills you with waxy chemicals. Hasn't got much of a ring to it as an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
When you wash an apple,
Yeah.
that ain't doing shit.
No, you got to wash because it's got wax on the end. You got to wash inside the apple.
You got to basically.
So we're boycotting apples now.
No. It's just
Bloody hell!
I'm sure it's not all apples, but
Not all apples. The apples, oh, in saying that, our apple tree this year, we've had no apples this year. The first time in a long time. Even like the year we moved from the old house to this house, we had to actually get that apple tree out of the ground and put it in a pot. We still had apples. Admittedly, they weren't the best apples that year, but we still had apples. This year, not a single thing. The tree blossomed. I kept watering it the right amount, but nothing.
Maybe it's not in the right place.
No, trust me, it's in the right place. We're the best apples we've ever had last year, and I haven't moved it since then. It's south-facing, it's getting the sun. I don't know what's going on. It's a sign. Right, I've had my healthy bit. Now it's time for my unhealthy bit of my breakfast. Life is all about balance. Now it's time for your breakfast. Good morning. I'm trying to train them to actually just come to the windowsill rather than down there. Now we've got those tables and chairs. I'd rather just feed them here. My little feathery white alarm clocks. Come on. There we go. You're all right. Don't be scared of me. You know, it's just going upstairs. Doesn't mean it's a different Joe Sugg. Is it the t-shirt that's putting you off? It's the t-shirt, isn't it? Yeah. Now I truly have become an actual Disney princess, feeding the doves out the window. I feel like I should burst into song. Also, who the bloody hell are you? There goes the baker with his baker's dozen and pigeon seed. Hurry up, because I've got to get ready. I'm going to miss my train. Come on. Oh my God, we've got a new arrival. We've got a wood pigeon. Or is that a rock pigeon? Looks like a rock pigeon, to be fair. Welcome. That dove makes a pigeon look tiny. Do you want some seed? There's a little bit left. Whoa! Head to the train station and have a look. James Bond's here. This is Caroline.
Hello,
If you don't know
everyone.
her, I'll leave a link to her channel down below. We just had a meeting about potential Vlogmas later this year. Not my Vlogmas, that will actually be happening, but I'm trying to convince Caroline to do Vlogmas.
So we're going to add it on so you can watch Joe's, Zoe's, and then now mine.
And now Caroline's. Remember this vlog, remember this day, remember this vlog. Look, she's even got the camera. She's even got the pimped out DJI Osmo 3.
Joe is filming me and I'm filming him.
This is what we call Vlogception back in the day. This is what we used to call it. Right, meeting's done. Now it's time to head off to Seven Dials, which is just down the road, to get some lunch. The good thing about where our office is that it's so close to this place here called Seven Dials Market. Less than a minute's walk. And there's so many good food places in here. Now I've gone for this. Voted best bagel in London by Secret London. One of Britain's best pulled pork by joe.co.uk. What? Yeah. I'm back from London and it was a successful trip to London, but I am back home. It's a Tuesday, which means, no it's not. It's a Wednesday, which means there's not meant to be a run today. However, I am behind on my runs and I underestimated how quickly this race is coming up. It's soon. It's less than a month away. I've got my race bib for the Great North Run, which also comes with a free bloody quarter of a chicken or 3 chicken wings already started from Nando's. Come on! I mean, the deodorant, not yet. Don't need that. I don't mind stinking. But that, ho! But it says like all my like arrival information and where I've got to be at what time and all this kind of stuff. And I was just like, oh my God. Yeah, I forget. This is coming around a lot sooner than I thought. And I feel like I was way more prepared for the London Marathon. And like my training for the London Marathon was way more serious and I was a lot more sort of dedicated to it. I didn't think I'd do another running race the same year as the marathon, to be honest. This sort of hit me by surprise. And Great North Run and Strava reached out and said, hey, do you want to do this one? And I was like, yeah, sure. Also forgetting that it's the day before my birthday as well. So I've started to panic thinking, okay, right, finish the race. Then I've got to get from Newcastle back home, ideally at a good time before my birthday as well. Yeah, that should be a fun bridge to cross when we get there, but it means that I am going to go and do a run now. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've got a training plan, but I think it's one of those days where I just want to get out there, run, see how I feel. Theoretically, like in my mind, it should be, because I've done a marathon this, because I've done a marathon this year. If you didn't know, in my head I'm thinking this should be a walk in the park, which I think is very naive of me to think. I think I'm going to get massively humbled. And we are accumulating quite the array of shoes. What do I go for? Do I try and do a run in these? I ran in these last time, which are great, but I do think for the actual half marathon, I'm going to run in these, the Addy Zeros, because these have got the carbon. Ow! Oh! Oh my God, that's sharp. That's not supposed to be there. Ow! Good heavens. That really hurt. That really hurt, Charlie. Am I bleeding? I feel a bit. Oof. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking, keep running. Let's get the shoes on and let's get out there and do a run. I've paused my Garmin. Just done 5 kilometers in 24 minutes, which not my best, not my worst, but it's probably like the perfect evening for going for a run. It's so nice, temperature bang on. And also this race coming up, I don't think I'll go out till like 10 or 11 or something, which I'm not used to. I'm always used to like going out for runs, usually like first thing in the morning. So I think it's good that I'm actually like practicing by running at times where I wouldn't normally run. Although, yeah, 7 o'clock is probably not a good time to run. If I'm still out there running at 7 o'clock, then something's gone really wrong. But I need to start running from now on around 10 o'clock in the morning so I can understand what I need to eat before the run, so my tummy doesn't feel too bad. I was also, in my mind, when I got back from London, sometimes being on that train coming home can just make you feel like sluggish. So I got home and I sort of lay on the sofa like, oh, but I won the battle with my mind. And I was like, nope, we're getting out, we're getting that run in, whether we like it or not. But also, whenever I go for these runs, I mentioned it before, but I get so sidetracked by these things. I have to resist everything in my willpower to go down there and explore, because I have not been down this way yet on my walks. And look at that, through the cornfields, or through that way, through the meadows. That's the best thing about being back in the countryside. I love it. Going into London this morning, you get to the train station and you get into the tube and it's just instantly, I'm like, oh God, get me out of here. I'm so glad that I'm back in the countryside. It's definitely more me. I think most of you watching this will definitely agree that I am very much more a country bumpkin as opposed to a city boy. Being surrounded by oak trees, birds. I've downloaded this app, which I actually use all the time now, where I can record the sounds around me and it tells me exactly what birds are making noises. And I love it. I get a bit obsessed with it. Diane probably thinks I'm an absolute weirdo. And my granddad, I never saw this, but my mum always tells me that when she was on walks with my granddad or they were out and about, even in the car sometimes, if he saw horse poo on the road, especially if it was fresh, he'd stop the car, he'd get a carrier bag out the back of the car and he'd pick it up because it was good for the roses. So he'd drive around with a car full of horse poo in the back. Probably stank the car out, but you take it home because it's a good natural fertilizer for your roses. Ooh, and we are done. Fastest 10k at 47 minutes, which I'm happy with that. That's a good effort from me, considering I've been out for quite a while. I feel like I'm now back on track. Mentally, I'm feeling good about it again. Bring on the Great North Run. Diane's still not home yet from rehearsals. But I'll tell you what is home. A new set of clobber. This is my outfit for tomorrow. I don't know if any of you will be able to guess what I'm doing tomorrow, but tomorrow I am working, excuse the sweaty head. Tomorrow I'm working with a brand that myself and Diane have worked with in the past. They're good friends of ours here at Joe and Diane Enterprises, but it involves wearing a shirt this colour, which is the giveaway as to who I'm working with tomorrow. But the thing is, this top just reminds me so much of sports day when I was a kid. Back in primary school, when we had our sports days, it was split into 4 teams, 4 different colours. Yellow team, which I was in with my sister and a few other people from school. Red team, blue team, and green team. And yellow team were pretty much undefeated the years that me and my sister were at school. Probably not because of us, there was other families that were just rapid. In year 6, I was captain of the yellow team, and my best friend in my year at the time, Jordan, shout out Jordan if you're watching this, he was the captain of red team. And my other best mate, Louis, he was captain of the green team, I think. So in year 6, that was a big moment. It was like the 3 best mates all going head to head, and yellow team clinched it. Come on the yellows. I've got to learn a script, and because of the helmet, I've also got to ride a bike as part of this thing. So I'm going to be delivering lines in a park whilst riding a bike with something in the basket in front, doing an exciting giveaway. So keep an eye out on my Instagram coming up. I love working with the brands that I work with, but in particular, when a brand is like, they want to do something that also is something that you guys can get involved with as well, like a giveaway or an experience or something like that you can enter. I'm always like, yeah, let's do it. So I'm super excited for this tomorrow. However, the shoes, even though they're a size 7, this is what they sent out to me, because they want me to be in like sort of like as plain clothes as possible. These are size 7, but do not fit. They are so tight on my feet. So when you're watching the video on my Instagram, just know that my toes are curled up in pain. Right, it is now later on in the evening. I've had a bath, washed my hair, as you can probably see. What was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, so ages ago I mentioned that I was working on doing prints. I've got a website, joesugart.com, which I had a long time ago, revamped it all. For many unforeseen circumstances, nothing to do with the website itself or that whole process, but just other things going on in my life. It had to come to a slight halt, and I put things on the back burner. And then on reflection, I was like, I had this thing which I always have, and it creeps in every now and then, especially when I'm about to launch something new or do something new. I always get this sort of like worry when like releasing anything new or things that I like to buy. I freak out over it, and I start second guessing it and start worrying about it loads. I've been reading this book recently called, it's so good, I've forgotten the title of it. It's by a guy called Rick Rubin. And it's all about creativity. The chapter or the bit that I'm reading at the moment, it kind of sums up exactly what's going through my head, where I'm like, if I spend too long umming and ahhing over something, the project or the thing that you're getting creative making just fizzles out and never sees the light of day, and it's such a waste of like energy. And it's better just to make something and share it, but make something that you're proud of, and it's for you first, and then for your audience secondary, because your audience will enjoy something more if they know that you've enjoyed the process and you love it, which I'm trying to remind myself. But anyway, these are some of the prints. That's a book that my friend made of when I went traveling back in 2011. Look at me, young Joseph. That's when we left. This is when we left. And on the back is us when we returned. Different people. Look at that. Before. After. But yeah, my friend Tom made this for us. Us doing Scooteroo in Australia, which everyone I spoke to who has travelled the route that we travelled in Australia, we went to this place called Agnes Water, or like 1776 or something like that. And whenever I mention that to people, no one's ever been there. They're like, nope, never heard of it. I'm starting to think that we got like conned going to a place in Australia that doesn't exist. And we just experienced it in our minds. I have no idea. But we dressed up as like biker dudes, went on these like Harley Davidson, like twist and go motorbikes, and just drove around the roads, kangaroos everywhere. It was such an amazing day. But nobody else that I've spoken to that has been to Australia has ever heard of it or done it. So if you have been there, please let me know in the comments below if it's a real place, or am I just imagining things? I don't know. But anyway, I digress and go back to my original point. These are some like prints that I have had printed by the company, sent back for me to check. Obviously like quality, good quality. And remember I had a chat with you lot saying about this whole situation of, because they can come framed, which I think is really good, because the amount of times I've bought prints and then to actually get them framed afterwards, is one, a pain in the ass, two, is always more expensive than the actual print. So we've done it in a way where you can opt to get it framed, so it arrives framed, and it's not nowhere near the cost of what it would cost to get it like professionally framed, if that makes sense. With these, we had this issue where I can't go there and sign them all, and it's something to do with like stock and all this kind of thing, and the signing thing was gonna be an issue. So after reading your comments, a majority of you said this, and which is what I've done. I've designed this, which is a certificate of authority. And basically, these all come blank. I'm gonna get loads of these. They come blank except for this bit, and obviously the line. And I sign the certificate of authority, and then I'll always draw something here. I drew that speech bubble around it, but the idea is every single person that orders a print from my print shop when it's finally live will get one of these as well with their art print that is hand drawn. So every single one will have a different weird character saying, "Thanks for buying a print from Joe Sugg Art," and then obviously signed as well. So that'd be real. This bit and this bit is already printed on there. But the idea is to draw something with a Sharpie on every single order. So this was a tester that I did. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. It's a guy with the most unusual mouth possible. But the idea is everyone will be different. And that will come along with a print like that. So you get the print, but also you get this, which some people may want to frame that as well. Or I don't know how you can keep that with the picture somehow, I don't know, but that seems at the moment to be the option that works best logistically. So yeah, so that's where we are currently at with the Joe Sugg art shop. But yeah, let me know what you think about that and whether you think that's gonna work. To me, so far, that seems to be the best option, like I said, logistically for me and the print shop, but also giving somebody an actual, if they want, a signature and an extra little drawing that just comes from a memory. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now because it is 10 o'clock at night and I've got to be up at the crack of dawn tomorrow to go to London to film this thing. So I'm gonna love you and leave you there. But I do hope you enjoyed today's vlog. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and I will catch you again very, very soon with another vlog. But until then, take care and good night.